Welcome to the party. Welcome, baby, welcome. Welcome, baby, welcome. Welcome to the party. Welcome, baby, welcome. Welcome, baby, welcome.
Welcome to the party, bang bang. It's your man Claytron, aka the Big Boss Man, aka the Clumsy Jeweler, because I'm always dropping gems, aka the Milkman, because I always deliver, aka the PhD of Podcastin, and we're back. This is episode 90. Episode 90 of the Welcome to the Poddy podcast. So we are very quickly approaching that century. Let me fix the camera here. Oh, we got problems. Oh, Mayday. Oh no. Oh, I've got no idea what's going on here, but let's see if we can fix this so that my whole head's in the shot there. That's better. I think the color's gone a bit strange, but it's rough, rugged, and raw here, the Welcome to the Poddy podcast, and we are not going to, the color's gone weird. It's fine. We're not going to stop recording. We've got technical difficulties earlier in the show, and you know what happens when there's technical difficulties? We hear this. And that's fine. It's fine. We're fixing it. And we're back at it like a bad habit. If you want something better, go grab it. Shout out to Dax, friend of the show. He's got a new song coming out, actually. Cut that. He's got a new song called She Cheated Again or something like that. He looks like he is in the lab at all times. Just, man, the neighbor is banging away on something, and I was trying to, he was sawing earlier. It was mad loud, so I've been waiting to do the potty. So, usually I like to do this shit first thing in the morning when I'm nice and fresh. I'm feeling a little bit tired, so we'll just see how we go here. But, yo, did you guys see this thief, this beer thief in the UK that looks like Ross Gellar? So, I guess this dude is stealing like a case of beer, and he looks directly into the camera, and they've got this good shot of him, which has been going around social media and the news and all this shit, trying to catch this dude like Crime Stoppers and all this shit in the UK. Even Ross, his name's not Ross, David Schwimmer, who played Ross on Friends. Man, my mouth feels kind of mealy. Let me just have a sip of this here water. Oh no. In the camera, out the bottom of that glass, my mouth looked massive like that Snapchat filter. Anyway, I digress. So David Schwimmer, yes, okay. We're back on track. Okay. So David Schwimmer comes out with this video of him in like a Walmart or like a Safeway or something, with his own slab of beer, and he's like saying, "I promise it wasn't me." And he's getting in on the jokes because everybody is making all these hilarious comments on the post. The police even got in on the joke a little bit, but it was funny. But then just before I get on the potty this morning, I'm reading some news and shit, and this neighbor is killing me. He's fucking killing me. What are you building? Your house is massive. You're not building your house. Fuck. This makes me want to stop, but now, once you pop, you can't stop, like Pringles. Once you potty, they no stopping. Fuck. Anyway, this guy's gonna piss me off for the whole podcast. I'm gonna try and keep my fucking cool here. Let's get this soundproof shit behind the camera, because that's where the most damage is being done, I think. That's still fucking, that didn't do shit. Anyway, fuck, this is frustrating. Anyway, let's do this. Where was I? See? Oh yeah, I was reading the news before I got on the potty, and this woman is like, yo, I think that's my son that disappeared 11 years ago or whatever, talking about this dude that looks like Ross. I didn't read the article because I really don't care about this. But yeah, this lady thinks that this guy that is now gone viral because he looks like Ross could be her long lost son and shit. It's just wild. It's wild how the world turns like that. Because what? You're going to be reunited, but old boy might need to like be in jail for a few months for shoplifting? Who knows? Yo. Let me tell you something. Apparently there's rocks, right? In Arizona. Okay? Arizona's Unkar group, Aunkar. There's rocks from Arizona's Unkar group and Tasmania's Rocky Cape group, which were likely part of the same formation 1.1 billion years ago, okay? So just keep that in mind. 1.1 billion years ago, okay, on the supercontinent known as Rodinia or Rodinia, or however you say it if you're a paleontologist, like Ross, okay? Now in 2018, which is 1.1 billion years later, allegedly, how are you still discovering this shit? Okay? And like who's telling? So you think you just get a rock and you think cause the layers and shit, whatever kind of rock and volcanic or like whatever kind of fucking rock this is, you just think you can say it's 1.1 billion years ago and it's the same as these rocks. You haven't never compared these rocks before. You're just now comparing rocks now? There's not much, like, I don't know if there's much going on in the paleontology world that you only just now getting around to comparing rocks in different places and shit. So now, in 2018, now we think that Tasmania was connected to the Grand Canyon? What kind of fucking shit does that make? What kind of, is this a stitch up? Are you bullshitting me? Because it doesn't make sense to me that only now you're comparing rocks. Like, how long is it going to be until Adelaide and Lake Como start meeting up? Because that will be lit. You know, that shit would be so tight because of how dope Lake Como is. I've been there. Yes. I'm traveled. I'm well traveled. I'm well adjusted. I'm well cultured. I've been to Lake Como and it would be fucking lit to get there again. I don't know what this brand is. It's not a sponsor though, okay? We have no sponsors here at the Welcome to the Poddy podcast. But if you want to sponsor us, please feel free. Please feel free. Now Lake Como is lit. Okay? It's lit. So I would like Adelaide to connect to Lake Como if we're going to become a supercontinent again, you understand? How the fuck did Tasmania come from the Grand Canyon though? So that shit must have all been covered with water then. Tasmania broke off, floated all the way down here, and the canyon used to have mad water rushing through. Like, because the Grand Canyon's in the middle of a continent, so that doesn't even make sense. I feel like it's a bit of a stitch up. Was I reading fake news? Fake news. You are fake news. Fucking Trump. Anyway, I'm going to be a little bit late on this news, but Banksy, the artist, okay, obviously we've all seen this. It happened recently. One of his paintings shredded during an auction. So what happened was, dude built a shredder into one of his paintings. Okay, and it must have been a battery operated shredder. I don't know how the batteries didn't die in this time, but they didn't. Probably because they're not remote controls for your TV, so they're not getting used every 5 seconds. I feel like I need to sneeze, but it's not coming. Anyway, a few years ago, Banksy put a shredder into this painting of his, but then like a couple months ago, it goes to auction. Banksy's like, this isn't their fucking shit to sell. I did that. What, they're gonna sell my shit, get money off my shit. And his whole thing is like, art is not to be sold, you know? It's to be told. Hey, he's dropping gems. He is dropping more gems than you could ever believe. All right. Anyway, so he's like, fuck that. So the auction happens. Someone buys it for like, this is completely unsourced. Could be between $1 and $6 million. Unsourced. Everything's unsourced here at the Welcome to the Poddy podcast. Anyway, as soon as it's finalized, bang, gavel, this thing just starts winding out of the bottom of the frame. Like that. All right? And everyone's like, what the fuck? And it's like, well, what do you expect? Well, I mean, I didn't expect this shit to shred, but like, it's not yours to sell, motherfucker. So, the recordings stopped. Now, it hasn't stopped. The recording's still going. This is a debacle because this dude's fucking hammering next door. This is one of the worst episodes of the Welcome to the Poddy podcast. We're 11 minutes in. Let's pick this shit up. Anyway, I understand that I was running a little bit late on the Banksy news, but it ain't no problem. You know?
We need to move Lonzo.
That ain't no problem.
Huh?
That ain't no problem.
Shout out to Shannon Sharp for being so crazy. But anyway, that's just a little thing that I thought I better mention because I missed it. And I mean, I couldn't be fucked really talking about it, but now we're here, and I decided to talk about my mouth. I'm so like dehydrated. Anyway, Triple M, if you want to hit us with that news intro. So there was 10 pipe bombs that have been sent to Trump critics, such as Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, former Vice President Joe Biden, and Robert De Niro as well. Because Robert De Niro famously went on his rant about Trump. Let's just play a little clip of that, Triple M, if you can.
He's so blatantly stupid. He's a punk. He's a dog. He's a pig. He's a con, a bullshit artist, a mutt who doesn't know what he's talking about.
Now, yeah, so some dude has sent pipe bombs to these people and other people who I could have named, but I didn't really know who they were, so why name them? Because, like, it's all unsourced here at the Welcome to the Podcast. Here at the Welcome to the Poddy podcast, so why even name them if I don't know who they are? But they were like Democratic leaders, basically. People that may run for president if they win in their shit. I don't know how it works. It's the Welcome to the Poddy podcast, so unsourced. Anyway, they found that a number of them were traced back to Florida. Since then, I think at the start of this story I said 10 pipe bombs. Since then, there's been 3 more. So now it's 13 pipe bombs. I read another article this morning. There's been more, but a Florida man has been arrested. Okay. This guy has been labeled as a serial bomber / terrorist. Or like, what do you think you're proving right now? What are you proving? That the Republicans truly are a joke? They are the what's the word Hillary Clinton called them? The deplorables, I think she called them. And that's what they are. They are deplorable. They make me sick. But also the liberals are starting to make me sick with how far left everything's moving. I saw something the other day or today or something. Something else. Oh, a war mural getting taken down because it was all white people on it. Listen, someone painted a fucking picture. Just fucking who cares, man? Who cares? Fucking remember that band NSYNC? I'm gonna write. Wait, what am I gonna write to Spotify and get all their music deleted because there was no black people in the boy band? Like, shut the fuck up, man. Like, this leftist bullshit's got to stop. It's got to go back to without the sensitivity, man. Anyway, back to the bombs. None of them have detonated by themselves. The bomb squads have been blowing them up. There has been detonation devices attached to these shits though. So I guess we're lucky. They either haven't worked or the person didn't have the balls to detonate them. I don't know. It doesn't sound good though. I don't like how there's people really acting like this that think that that's some normal shit to be doing. But let me get back to this lefty shit. Now, this equality shit, I was talking to a friend of mine in the firefighters, okay? I went out to dinner Wednesday night. I got a chicken parmigiana. It was nice. It was cheap. It was chicken parmy Wednesday or something. It was on special. I got that shit and I liked it, except it had a bit of onion attached to it that I could not fuck with. Okay? Now this guy's talking about like, oh, they're gonna change the standards for the fitness test to get into the firefighters for women so they can get in easier. That doesn't make sense. Okay? The gear is heavy, and if you can't fucking carry it, you can't fucking be in the firefighters. There are women firefighters already. Okay? The ones that can handle it. And the ones that can't, you shouldn't make the standards lower just to let them in. Okay? Just so there's more of them. We're not lowering the men's one. Don't lower the women's one. You want equal pay in tennis? For fucking doing less? Now you want to be firefighters for doing less? This is putting someone's life on the line though, instead of just a racket. Okay? So you're going to under-prepare someone, and then they've got to climb all these stairs to go save lives, and they collapse because the oxygen tank's too heavy, the fire extinguisher's too heavy, go up all them stairs. Like, you need to be smart about this shit. This equality shit can only reach a certain point because biologically some of this shit matters. Okay? Now, tennis, you don't make as much money because you don't play as long. Okay? Once you play as long, even if you don't have the same viewer, like even if you play the same amount, if you don't get the same viewership, you don't get the same amount of coin. Okay? Actually, no, fuck that. Fuck that. Cancel that. Prize money should be the same if you play the same amount of games, right? So check this. Say the men's advertising time costs more, right? So if I want to put an ad out there for Welcome to the Poddy during a men's final, and that's $1 million, right? And the women's final was $500,000. Okay? So that's 1.5 million, so that's how much revenue they're getting from Welcome to the Poddy. Tennis, the Tennis Federation, whatever that's called. But you split that, even though the advertising money is coming from more from the men than the women, you split it evenly. Okay, so 1.5 million, so $750,000 of each of that one ad revenue coming from Welcome to the Poddy goes 50-50 to men and women. So then women can start playing 5 sets instead of 3, and then you can get the exact same amount of prize money, and then all of your endorsements and shit, that is up to whoever is sponsoring you. And if you don't like what they fucking have to say no to the sponsorship. Say no to the cash. Okay? You can't just say everything's equal. It's not. It's not how the world works. Okay? If Claytron's a little bit better than International Heme at Poddying, or a little bit more dedicated, because he's here every week, twice a week, he gets more money than International Heme, whether International Heme is a man or a woman. Okay? That's how tennis has to work. You do the same amount of work, you get the same amount of money. Alright? This tennis shit, it's wild. It's wild, son. It's wild. And so, yeah, I don't know. I think I was talking about wall paintings and shit. It's a painting. Not every painting has to have a black person in it. Not every movie has to have a black person in it. Not every movie has to have a lesbian in it, or a transgendered person, or a gender neutral person, or whatever the fuck we're calling ourselves now. Not every movie has to have one of them in it. It's not racist or sexist or ageist or whatever ist you want to put on the end of it. Just just accept shit for what it is, man. It's a movie, okay? If a man and a woman are in the movie, maybe you got to figure out how to pay the woman a little bit more equally. But there's no measure for fame, but there is at the same time. Like if Claytron's in a movie with Brad Pitt, and Claytron's in every scene Brad Pitt's in, I think Claytron can accept a little bit less money than Brad Pitt, because Brad Pitt is ass famous, okay? And Claytron's just a little bit famous. You understand? Claytron's only famous in 14 countries. Brad Pitt is famous worldwide. He might be intergalactically known, and I'm just internationally known. You understand? Now, whether I'm a man or a woman, Brad Pitt is a bit more famous than me. He has a bit more money than me. You understand? So all this shit has to stop. You can't just start boycotting shit because you're a woman or you're gay or you're black or you're fucking... You used to have a cock and now you don't. You can't just start boycotting shit. Okay? You need to be realistic with the shit that you're expecting. Your expectations. Whew. I didn't even know that I was going to talk about that today. I got my notes in front of me here and it says nothing about any of that. So I don't remember what triggered me, but that word trigger makes me so mad too, by the way. But I'm gonna stay off that. I'm gonna stay off that. Money Making Mitch, if you can just put us to sports to get us off of this. Now, my man Steph Curry was about that fucking action, okay? On, I don't even remember what day it was, bro. Steph Curry had fucking 51 points in 3 quarters of basketball the other day.
Easy money.
What?
Easy money.
51 points in 3 quarters.
Easy money.
He had 11 3-pointers. Hey, guess what? He is the best shooter we have ever seen. He's the best shooter of all time. We've never seen better than this. The distance he's pulling from, he's doing it off the dribble, he's doing it with a hand in his face. Listen to this shit. Fucking hell. Like, I'm just trying to podcast. I'm going to talk over this motherfucker. He is an absolute machine. I'm just going to keep talking, just try and drown this shit out. Steph Curry is an absolute machine. He's doing it off the dribble. He's doing it from fucking borderline half court. He's doing it with a hand in his face. He's breaking ankles. He's getting to the lane. He's skipped through that lane. You know? Filet. I can't sing. That's alright. I've got to do something next week. Got to do something with my voice next week. We'll stay tuned for that. Actually, I don't even know if it's going to be on camera, just quietly. It might be live, so stay fucking tuned for that. But yeah, you can't. He's not even going to get MVP this year. LeBron James is going to get MVP this year. You heard it here first. Maybe you didn't. The Houston Rockets have offered 4 first-round picks for Jimmy Butler. Now, at the start of the season, the Minnesota Timberwolves said that they are going to hold out for an acceptable offer before they trade Jimmy Butler. This is Houston's second bid for Jimmy Butler with 4 first-round picks. Is this cunt serious with all his banging? So they're really going all in for that chammy. They want it this year. This is not going to be good for their longevity, but they want a championship now, and they're going for it. They're going all in. Now, 4 first rounders is the maximum number of first rounders you can actually offer in a trade, okay? And no first rounders can be conveyed in successive years, and no pick can be traded farther out than 7 seasons. So Minnesota could use those picks as immediate trade assets, or they could use them as a rebuilding tool. I mean, I don't know. I don't know which way is the smarter way to go. I'd probably use them as trade assets at this point. They've got some pieces. They're going to get rid of a crucial piece, but they've got Wiggins. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, who are young. They're not in their prime yet. They've got D Rose. He had 28 the other day, looking nice. He's still got it, man. Don't clown my man D Rose. But that's the latest on the Jimmy Butler trade, and absolutely interesting stuff. We're going to have to keep you up to date here, because that's going to give them that, like, a legitimate big three, a third star. So it's going to be James Harden, Chris Paul, and what's his name? Oh, Jimmy Butler. But then I think Minnesota is overpaying some dude on like a $48 million contract, like Bates Diop or something. I don't even know. Like, he's not like a huge name. And don't hold me to that name. It's all on source here at the Welcome to the Poddy podcast. It's not even in my notes here. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's on like $48 million contract. So having those trade assets could also help get rid of him and open up some cap space. It is all a big puzzle that they're just trying to put together at this point. I cannot believe, like, how much work can you do on the fucking house? How much? Shit, I don't really have much other sport money making, Mitch. If you want to take me to that pole posture.
Poor posture of the week.
Do we all remember Casey Anthony? She murdered her daughter, got away with it, so maybe she didn't do it. But it's like that OJ thing. We all kind of know, but you know. Anyway, it's been 7 years since then, and now she is dating a man who can overlook her past. You can overlook her most likely killing her kid. Let me guess, Duke, you don't have kids.
Easy money.
Shit. Even her own father says he wishes that he could have a closer relationship with her, but he can't trust her anymore. See? Her daddy said that. Duke. No. Nope. Bruh. What are you dating Casey Anthony for? All the fish in the sea, bro. All them bitches. Casey Anthony. Bruh. Let me tell you something. She's kind of cute, like, for a murderer. You know, like, for a murderer, she's cute. You know? Like, I can kind of tell, like, if she's walking down the street and someone else is walking next to her, I can kind of tell which one's the murderer. You understand? So, bruh, you can probably do better. I don't even know what Duke looks like, though, but he can most likely do better. Hey, maybe not, because, you know, some cats is ugly as shit, and he might be one of them. But, dude, fuck you talk about, say. The Utah teen who helped her friend hang herself and filmed the suicide has pled guilty. And, yeah. So you should, motherfucker. String her up. We don't need people like you in our society. Helping a friend commit suicide? That's called murder. Helping a friend commit suicide. And you filmed it? You sicko. String her up. I don't even want her to sit on them homemade dillies in the pen. String her up. And, we need to, my mouth is making crazy noise. No, Bruno. I just need to take another sip here. Yo, I've got a little bit of experience, like, building shit and, like, putting shit together. And I've never used a hammer this much. It sounds like he's cutting shit up, right? And then hammering it back together. Bruh, quit the hammering. Okay, a 19-year-old mom allegedly drowned her son and hid him in a duffel bag then reported him missing. Oh, whoa. String her up. String her up. String her up. String her up. String her the fuck up. Man, what the fuck is going on? What's going on in this world right now? Wild shit, bro. These moms just like putting down their kids. They're not pups. They're not sick pups. Have you heard the clean version of that Kanye song? I'm a sick pup. I like a sick pup. I need Kanye to stop it. Okay? While we're on Poor Posture of the Week, I didn't even have this written down, but Kanye, go see a chiropractor, dude. Your posture's fucked up. You look terrible. You look like shit, motherfucker. You need mental health assistance, motherfucker. You know what? You need Jesus, not Yeezus. You need Jesus. I don't really believe in all that. So you need a psychiatrist, frontier psychiatrist. That boy needs therapy. You understand? I was just when I was whispering before. That just reminds me of those like this. What's it called? ASMR. And there's these videos of chicks on YouTube, and they'll do this like they'll like wet their mouths and shit. So they'll whisper into the mic, and they'll like wet their mouths and shit so you can hear everything they do. Like, check this out. This is what, and people like, it's supposed to like, give you like a tingle down your spine or whatever, but I'm pretty sure like people are beating their dicks to this shit. Hold on, listen to this. Hey guys, I'm just here. I'm gonna talk to you today about the winter and how much I'm looking forward to the snow. And I have a bag of gummy bears here, and I'm just gonna start chewing on this green gummy bear, and I'm gonna see how much you like that. So have a listen to this. I was just hanging out with my friends the other day, and like, that shit is fucking disgusting and weird, and the fact that people sit there and listen to that shit makes me uncomfortable. So that's your thing, is getting whispered to through headphones. Not even, because no one's gonna do that to your ear, you sicko. And you're just gonna take your dick beaters out and just splooge in a sock, motherfucker. People like you don't deserve laptops. And people like you don't deserve cell phones, and people like you need to get locked up, because I feel like that's some pedophile shit. Because these girls, even though I've seen the videos, they look grown, but they sound like children when they're doing that shit. I don't like it, and I won't accept it. Now I could have gone to listen to this fuck shit to say that, but I've got something else to fucking say.
You take some fuck, then some shit, then some fuck, then some shit. You got a fuck shit stack, a fuck shit stack. Take some fuck, then some shit, then some fuck, then some shit. You got a fuck shit stack, a fuck shit stack. It's a stack of fuck shit on top of itself, nigga.
Now, Kim Kardashian is her name. Kim Kardashian. KK. Is that a fucking third K that if we have to? No. I'm not going to call her a racist. She's dated every black man this side of the sun. Now, she has done a photo shoot for her, I don't even know what for, makeup or some shit. I don't know. But she's naked. She's always ass naked in everything that we see her in. And she's had her ass edited down to the proper size, to white woman size. Why you gotta Photoshop every single photo, bro? I know it's an ad campaign and shit, but like, why'd you pay the thousands of dollars to get a fake ass if you don't want it in your pictures? If you don't want it in your pictures, what are you doing? Jesus Christ, chill with the fuck shit. Chill with the fuck shit. Can't. Like, you're a parent. Your husband's got mental health problems. You got 3 kids and you're editing their faces, by the way, in their pictures. But you're fucking, like, how are these kids supposed to grow up with any type of regular adjustment? I've already been here. I'm not going to go through this shit again. But you need to fucking be a mother for a minute. Think about what these kids are fucking growing up around. Kanye West, I don't even need to say what he does. His name's synonymous with fuckery. So is yours. Borderline hoe, getting paid in fame instead of money, which is the same thing. So, don't know why you haven't been arrested for prostitution, basically. It's fucked up. It's all fucked up in the game. Was that rude what I just said? I hope so. I've had enough. Bringing a kid into this world. Why? For what? More likes? Probably. It doesn't feel like you want to be a mother. You're not acting like one. What do I know? I don't even have kids. Let's just go to Clay's reviews, because this episode is fucking pissed up the wall due to my neighbor.
Comedy, action, or horror? Will this movie win an Oscar? Set design, directing, acting, lighting, or costumes? This segment is Clay's Reviews.
Yes. Clay's Reviews here. We've got the first movie we're going to review here is called Intruders. Available on Stan. Now, it was an interesting story. It had a very early twist, an early and clear twist, which I liked, and I liked the perspective of the story. It was high quality, it was shot well. Macaulay Culkin's brother in it, I think his name might be Rory Culkin, does that sound right? I don't know. He actually did all right, by the way. Actually, all the actors, I was impressed with all the actors. Actually, the guy with the beard could have probably stepped his game up. Anyway, it was a cool story. It was pretty wild. I mean, I wasn't too scared by it. There was one section where a guy had his knee, he dislocated his kneecap and had to have it put back in, and you watched that. I don't know how they faked that shit, but I went like, oh. But like, yeah, I wasn't too scared by it. I mean, it's a creepy kind of premise to shit. I kind of don't want to give it away, but it's called Intruders. It's on Stan, and it's a 6 out of 10. Then I watched Don't Kill It on Netflix. And if you remember that movie, It Follows, where the demon gets passed around by sex. So as soon as you have sex with someone, the demon leaves you and goes to them. This movie was similar to that, except this demon would possess somebody, and if you killed the person that it was possessing, the demon would then possess you. So it was similar premise as It Follows, but yeah. It wasn't executed as well, because I really enjoyed It Follows, but Don't Kill It made me so mad. It was executed poorly. I think it was trying to be a comedy as well. They could have just made it a horror, and it could have been really good. But they tried to make it funny. It was mad corny. And Dolph Lundgren is the protagonist, and he's probably like 60 or something now, maybe closer to 70, and he's handsome as fuck. So handsome, in fact, that I Wikipedia'd him and read about him, and his life is fucking nuts. If he's got memoirs, I'm going to buy him, and I recommend that you guys buy him. Dolph Lundgren. He's in like, he was, what's his name? Drago. He was Drago in Rocky. Ivan Drago? Yeah. The big Russian. That's what he was. He was in Rocky. He's in all the like Expendables films. Big guy, chiseled features. I think I've got a man crush on him. even though he's old as shit, but he's still handsome. He looks good. No Bruno, man. And yeah, I guess he was born in Stockholm, I think. He's got like an engineering degree. He was like world class at karate. He's done it all. Now he's a fucking famous actor. So, very interesting dude. I love to read his memoirs. I hope that's a thing. And then last night I watched it's not called Chucky. Child's Play. That was on Stan, and I mean, it got into action at start. Oh, sorry. Oh, a bit tired maybe. I don't know. It got into action right at the start. It set up the series. I think there's 7 Chucky movies, and it really did set it up for a sequel from the start. So good writing there, if that was their intentions. And the Chucky doll, I couldn't figure out whether it was a puppet or if... I don't know how they were making it move, but it was good. Like, I was impressed. For like 1988, I think the movie was made. I was impressed with the doll moving and shit. I don't know how they did it, because it couldn't possibly have like been controlled from underneath, but I couldn't see any strings or anything. Like, it was just wild. It was really good. However they did it, I don't know, man. Like, what am I, fucking some type of movie maker? Trey Stone and Matt Parker, or is it Matt Stone and Trey Parker? The South Park guys that did Team America World Police. Yeah, but Chucky, 5 out of 10. I mean, it's called Child's Play. 5 out of 10. I mean, I just like... It just got a bit silly at times and a bit too much and a bit... Oh, fuck, I got the yawns big time. Yeah, 5 out of 10, man. If you're interested in it, though, have a look at it. It's a classic, I guess. That's why I watched it, because I thought it was a classic. I don't know. Anyway, I'm so mad. I'm so fucking mad at my neighbor. So I'm gonna fucking give up on this podcast now, because I don't think it's been very funny, and I cannot believe how much noise this motherfucker's making. How much hammering can one man do? I don't know. Is he writing a message with a stone and chisel? Like, I don't understand. I just don't fucking get it. So, that said, thank you for listening. This is Welcome to the Poddy. Check welcometothepoddy.com. We've got some new merch coming soon. What else? Check YouTube. We got some episodes up on YouTube, as you can see. You're watching me right now. And Vimeo. We got some stuff up on Vimeo as well. We're fucking everywhere. Twitter, Welcome Poddy. Instagram, Welcome to the Poddy. And keep sending in that poor posture that listen to this fuck shit at welcometothe.poddy@gmail.com. And I hope everybody has a good and safe weekend. And I love you. Thank you for listening. The listeners, the viewers, the listeners, they're all going up. I love that. I love you. And I'll catch you motherfuckers on Hump Day. Bang, bang.
Baby, welcome to. Baby, welcome to.